Hi you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share or two today. I've recently been working on more Flowish journals, and if you're not familiar with Flowish journals, certainly take a look. There's so many videos on YouTube right now. I myself have made, I think these will be 4 and 5. But I first discovered these on a group called Trashy Junk Journals on Facebook. And basically they're trading these, basically what amount to supply journals. And the whole intent really is that everything can be deconstructed and is for use with the recipients, whatever projects they happen to be working on, whether they art journal, whether they make cards, no matter what they do, really everything is meant to be taken apart and used for whatever purposes. So I wanted to share what I made for Charlene Visilik. This time I made my cover out of a file folder, and then I covered the front and back with strips of washi tape. And I thought that that served two purposes. One, I thought it was pretty, and the other is that she certainly could take that apart and, you know, use these strips. And so, and I bound it just really simply this time. Let me kind of show you. I just had some seam binding. It's kind of a thicker seam binding, but it did the job. I went kind of a little bit more simple this time. And so I thought I'd just do a quick flip through. This is the first time that I've tried my hand at making envelopes. And so I included a few napkins, and then these are just from a square-shaped photo book. And square shapes, of course, work really well for the sake of making envelopes. But she can use it if she wants to, and I've included some washi and some tags that I have made in the past and photocopied, and just some bits and pieces of vintage imagery. I actually probably should have talked with Charlene a little bit more. I don't know how into vintage images she is, but of course that's a lot of what I collect when I go thrift store shopping. So anyway, if she doesn't like them, she can pass them on. So here we have a book. I think this is from different minerals, and a photography book on taking pictures of minerals. Let's see. I have a Japanese children's book and some bright, looks like laserish type imagery. We have the front matter page from a children's fairy tale book, so you can kind of see little hints of the stories that are inside. Looks like Wizard of Oz here with the Tin Man and so on. Here's some naughty kid colored all over one of the pages, but I think that's cute when I find it. I don't do tons of scrapbooking, but I did have this in my collection, and these are little frames and corners that you can cut out. This is also a little scrapbooky, but it actually came to me in a card making magazine. And so it's got the little made for Stampington Company stuff on the back. We have a children's dictionary. This was B for bird, K for kite. This is an envelope that I started to color on and then didn't go any further. Some copies of some of my cards that I've made in the past for whatever purposes, whatever Charlene wants to do with them. I've got some more little tinier images in this envelope, a napkin, another napkin, doily, like a leaf collection. I've used this, given this before to people. It's from a stamp or a mouse pad. I really love the front matter of books. Those initial colorful pages, I thought this was really beautiful, this bright orange. I included for Charlene several pages of books that are written in different languages. There's French and German and Russian and all kinds in here. I've also included in previous Flowish journals these flight patterns. I just think they're really interesting and decide to include them every time. We have some, oh, it's not really jelly printing, but I was just kind of taking my brayer when I was jelly printing and rolling it onto this piece of yellow paper. I have some orange glittery paper, some flower paper, these metallic pieces, and then this is some stenciling that I did with Dilutions ink. So that's in the first signature. And then I've included a few labels and a pink doily. Here's another envelope that I made for her to use, and it's just got some stamped images inside. I have some tags. Again, these are tags that I made for another project, and I liked them enough that I photocopied them, and so I've just attached a few. I punched holes in the top, but didn't add any ribbon. Here's another envelope. Again, I really like the look of taking that square photography book and making envelopes. I think it's kind of dramatic, and I like the bold lines. There are more images inside. We have wallpaper, and I've included a couple of stickers that I got from Target, and these, which I keep finding in thrift stores. I'm not sure what they're from. Some tissue paper. This is some really fibery, nice wallpaper. I have several of these books of wallpaper where everything is really filled with fibers and threads, and I really like them. This is from a board game called Ink Blot. I have never played it. It's kind of like with the Rorschach test. I think you're supposed to guess. I don't know what the game rules are. But it's really graphic, and I like it. Thought it was interesting. We have some gold paper, some mulberry paper. This is a collage, 8.5 by 11 collage that I've done. Some painted papers. This was off of a stencil backing, and I just decided to use up the rest of my stencil paint on it. Some jelly printing. This is from an old grade book. More jelly printing. An image of lace. Some ledger paper. She indicated that she likes to art journal, so I tried to do things that I thought she might be able to use for that. There's a really close-up image of a fish. Again, this is the front matter from a book. This was a children's coloring book, and it was in French. Thought that was kind of interesting. And we have some music paper, and it's music in Spanish, and it's handwritten. Some more music paper. Some more jelly prints. Here I jelly printed on deli paper, a napkin. Oops, and it looks like I didn't get that one in there, but this is blank music paper if you write your own music. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, if I were to flip to the back of this, of course, there is one more envelope filled with little goodies. But I'm going to get this off in today's mail to Charlene, and hopefully she will like what I sent her. She has already sent hers, and I've received it. I haven't had a chance to look through it, but I may get a chance to film that as well today. Just wanted to film these first so that I can get them sent off in the mail. But I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to come back to you with one more project share, one more Flowish journal. Okay, see you soon. Thanks for watching.